Hey guys, hope you are all having a great day. Today I wanted to talk about the ugly truth regarding the squeeze and the state of affairs of this channel. It is super important to listen to the entire video and not jump or skip around, because doing so will lead you to the wrong impressions of what I am about to say, which most certainly isn't what you might be currently thinking it is. If you are watching this video, you are most definitely a long-time follower, so please give me the chance to speak thoroughly, or please don't watch at all. That is, I will share with you all my realistic thoughts and current deviations in opinions about the GameStop and AMC squeeze as I see it. To my own audience's disenfranchisement with this channel, I have always kept it 100% with you guys with everything as I saw fit. I have always spoken the truth, and I have been mostly right, though I can also admit I too have made my own number of fuck-ups here and there. However, all intentions have been honest, for I have been riding through the same hurdles as all 50 or so thousand of you guys. The truth is, and I can't believe I am saying this, I still strongly believe in the squeeze. Yeah, though most channels, at least the big ones, and even this one to a certain point, have sort of moved on to other things or even given up entirely on the idea of a squeeze, I still believe in my inner core that the squeeze is there. This is because the literal hundreds of posts I read up on, the evidence I saw coming from dark pools, the hedge fund managers admitting to how they play the system to bury price action and volume, the very clear and obvious option manipulation that took place in the early year of 2021 to cap any movement, all these things, to deny them would be like trying to convince myself the sky isn't blue. I think there are too many out there too scared to voice their own opinions, and I want to take the first step in being the one that's actually honest with you and have a one-on-one to heart. I think together when we all bought and held we had a strong chance, but as years passed, the hearts and interests of many have drifted, shifting away to more important delegations in their lives. With static price movement, there hasn't been a lot to move people's interest back to AMC or GME for the most part, and that has a huge effect because, like it or not, this squeeze play relies solely on the ability of huge masses clicking the buy button constantly. Furthermore, I think another big disillusion with the GameStop and AMC movement has been the dreadful company management by both companies. Now, this is super controversial to say. AMC fanatics and GME ones alike will definitely crawl on my back for speaking ill about their beloved companies, but nail me to the cross if you must, for I will not speak lies to you to appease your investment insecurities. I do think the management at AMC has been incredibly poor, and GameStop is burning cash and CEOs while desperately trying to find an alternative source for revenue, given that physical sales of games is going down the toilet and has a time clock ticking. AMC's inability to capitalize on the movement to make better financial decisions to generate better revenue streams, their incredibly questionable CEO, and their ape unit launch has been incredibly hard to stomach for me personally. And lastly, and this is when I really piss people off, but I think retail investors are generally stupid. This sounds biased, but I think really highly of people who follow my channel and really set you guys apart, because following me to this point in this event means you definitely are open-minded and can think on your own, and that's key on what I am about to say. I think hundreds of thousands of investors kind of emotionally attached themselves to big celebrities that surged along with AMC. I remember watching hundreds of thousands of people tune in daily in today's streams of many big YouTubers, only for pretty much every single one of them to turn their backs on them and kind of move on entirely from AMC for the most part. Without that constant emotional attachment, which is what built the general sense of community and goal, I think hundreds of thousands have kind of been left somber, adrift in a cavern with nowhere to go, with the majority also leaving. I think the culmination of these three things, the stagnant price action, poor business progress, and lack of celebrity-driven action, have soured things up enough that a significant amount of people have left. Yet, even with the state of things as they are, I still find myself unable to close my eyes to the truth as I understand it. The prospect of potentially being right is so much more rewarding than leaving could ever be as well. I have seen it all, since this began until now, and I don't plan on ever going away. I want you to know, and I am speaking to you as an individual as hard as I can possibly imagine, that I too share the same fears and anxiety. Sometimes I get very frustrated, and I feel a lot of insecurity with the movement overall. I feel uncertain in regards to the strength of the communities that one arose and peaked so high, so much so that I find myself questioning my own beliefs about GameStop and AMC, but yet, my rational side of the brain pieces together the evidence that has been presented, and I can't find a suitable excuse to walk away, and so I never will. I want you to know here right now, as weird as this might sound, that I want to clean the slate with you. I will start by saying things are in such a state that I cannot tell you that the investment into GameStop and AMC will be safe. These companies, they are so badly equipped in the fundamental prospects as I see it, that they could legit run out of business and the entire investment made to them could go straight to zero. I am at a point with this movement, so strong my solidarity, that I am willing to be wrong and lose everything I have ever made for the chance of being right and this paying off. I am willing to lose it all to zero, but I don't want you to be like the others who followed YouTubers as gospel. Like always, I want you guys to think for yourselves and make the best decision for you. I just want you to know that in regards to this topic about GameStop and AMC, I am never leaving. My beliefs around AMC really dwindle strong as the board is so questionable. I have been saying that for over a year now, much to my disgrace, as many others love to call me a paid shill, but it's my legitimate opinion. And it's crazy that I think this because I don't shop at GameStop, but I legit go to AMC multiple times a month. I do believe GameStop, however, to be the strongest play in this, because its community is much more financially savvy, more resolute with the goal, and have an almost cult-like creepy obsession that really deters them away from moving on as quickly as the AMC mostly did. Still, I want to let you guys know I will continue to cover these companies until they make it or break. I won't be going away. Being a YouTuber around this topic certainly isn't easy. For every opinion you have the embrace of a community on one side and spears with a knife at your throat on the other. You can't cover any topic without being a paid shill to one and a benevolent source of great information to others, and I have always known this, and to be honest, it doesn't affect me. My image is already tainted in those that hate me, and they most definitely aren't watching this video because of that, and those that still dislike me still watch this because they might disagree or because I speak to a little common sense to a part of their brain that they don't want to face yet. And to the remaining crowd, I will continue to be a champion of truth. I will speak on other topics because I like talking about the economy and inflation and shelling out the truth about the extreme sides of extreme capitalism taking place in America that destroy the foundations of this country, but I do so because I love talking about those things for the hope of a better future. I have tons of plans for my life as I am currently drawing out. I started this channel in a weird part of my life where I was just coming out of a dark place where I was lost. In the process, I lost my father to COVID, I made money with the rise of GME and AMC and lost it as their value tanked. Then came this recession and now war in Ukraine, which has been sad to witness. And now here we are. In all my life decisions, this little channel will continue to persist. I think once I get my PC set up I will actually start making voiced videos, though I think I will also continue making these robot voiced ones. This is all meant to say that in all I do, I will always have this channel and will remain active in it. If one day I disappear, it's because I must have died from a tragic unforeseen accident. Otherwise, I will be popping content as usual. This was most definitely a really weird video to make. I literally spoke from the heart making so, which is why it's all over the place. It's an unedited love letter note to all of you and in a way, to myself. I have felt a lot of pressure from myself to make a declaration of the state of affairs as they stand, and this is as real as I could make it. Thank you all for making it to the end. I will be making one video for you guys this week. Maybe it will be out tomorrow or Friday. Hope to see you guys then. Have a great rest of your day and to the moon.